Let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you.
Small, and in a big fish by the river. Eloi. How do they even sing this song? I don't even understand the language.
What language is this? All I hear is fish.
Limbat, I'm impressed by your fish pond, huh? Where we stay, we don't have a fish pond ourselves. We don't live this soft life like you. Instead, we have a dam for the whole community.
Uncle, you have an actual dam? You must have a lot of fish.
Oh yes, it belongs to my village and the surrounding communities. We all harvest our fish from there.
I see. That also sounds like a soft life to me, my brother.
Well, it takes more organization. There's a dam management committee, which I'm part of, to manage the dam.
Uncle Ganizani manage like we do at our fish pond?
Oh yes, similar to what your father does. But we take turns in our duties. For instance, we take turns doing day and night patrols. This is how we make sure that nothing happens at the dam at night.
Brother, what could happen at the dam?
Sometimes people steal fish or take more than they should. And sometimes people get fish without permission.
Is that so? How does someone get permission?
Well, there are two ways of getting permission. Firstly, you get a fishing license from the Department of Fisheries. And secondly, a fishing permit from the local dam management committee.
So you're like bodyguard for the fish and you chase people away?
No.
Can only certain people take fish?
It's for everyone. But the committee makes sure that there's always enough fish left for the next harvest and the harvest thereafter.
Uncle, can't you just get fingerlings to add to the dam when the fish pond population gets low?
Remember, kids, you only need to make sure that the few big breeding fish are protected. And then the dam is automatically restocked by their offspring.
Yes, just like broodstock in our pond.
So who's watching the dam while you are here visiting us?
Well, the committee is made up of quite a few people, including the tradition authority. We alternate so that that way it's not the same person who's watching and patrolling all the time. Most people in my village understand and follow the rules, but some of us have taken up the responsibility to be part of the committee.
So is a dam fishery better than a fish pond?
Well, it's not better or worse, but just different. A dam fishery is able to provide much more fish for the people, and that perhaps can't have their own fish ponds due to money or space.
Daddy, why don't we have a dam fishery?
Our fish pond provides enough fish for us and a few extra that we sell at the market.
And what if someone doesn't have access to a fish pond or dam fishery?
If they want to catch fish, they may have another water body nearby, like a lake, a river or a swamp, which can also be managed by committee, or they can buy fish at the market.
If they live a soft life like you, then they can't buy from town.
Come on, leave me alone. We'll talk more about me living the soft life.
Ganizani!
Ma'am, she's still calling us like kids. Is that the way she calls you here?
She still calls me Limban even when I'm a dad now. Next, my kids will be calling me Limban.
Let's go before she starts shouting.
Yeah, let's go. I think we get it. Let's get back to the house before your mother thinks the fish swallowed us.
I'm too big to be swallowed by a fish, but my lover on the other hand.
Hey, leave me! You are bigger, so you would be better to eat.
Listen. Shh. Stop saying such things. The fish might hear you and get ideas, okay? Let's go.
You heard me good. Come and eat. Chisenga prepared lunch.
And where are the rest of the children?
They went to the neighbors to play. They'll eat there. You can go ahead and eat.
What kind of fish is this? It looks nice. Yummy.
Where did the big fish come from?
Oh, this fish was caught from our dam.
You see? You're also living the soft life with the big fish.
We've got good stocks of them because we manage the dam carefully. But dried like this can come from many parts of the country. and often it moves a long distance.
How did the fish come around once they are dried? Dried fish can't swim.
Don't ask silly questions, Maluba.
No. Let her ask. It's very good to ask questions. Right, Ganizan?
Yes, of course, Maluba. The dried fish themselves don't move. They need a little help. Let me show you.
Look, this is nice.
This is interesting.
Look, girls. The fishers on that boat got some nice fish. Below is a man-made dam. The fish here were stocked many years ago, and now they breed on their own.
Uncle, if these fish can breed on their own, is it the same with fish found in rivers and lakes?
And the people have to come and feed these fish.
Yes, the fish populations in the dams, rivers, and lakes are all self-sustaining.
Self-sustaining?
Meaning the fish need to replenish themselves. The big fish don't need to feed because they eat the small plants and insects in the water.
How does fish replenish themselves?
Meaning they breed naturally and can find all the food they need.
What are the right conditions for fish to replenish?
You need to give them chance. And when fishing, use the right gears and methods so that you leave enough big fish to continue breeding and give a chance to the small ones to grow. It's also important to ensure that nothing causes pollution of the water, or else the fish won't be able to survive there anymore. Good.
I thought we were going to fall. Look at the boat in trouble.
Don't worry, the fishers know what they're doing. It's a job that requires a lot of skill. They have experience and they've probably been doing this for years.
Look, they fixed it. Must be cool to be a fisherman.
It's a very important job. The fishing industry provides many people in Zambia with employment and food. There's an entire process for the fish from the water all the way to the port.
Does it have a name, the process?
Yes, it's a fish value chain. It's basically the journey of the fish.
Fish value chain. Oh, the journey of the fish. Now I know.
Yum. Grilled fish.
My favorite.
I love grilled fish too, but that fish is not on the fire to be cooked for a meal today. It is being dried from the smoke and the heat from the fire.
Where is the truck going?
It's going in the market to the city now.
The fish in the city comes from here?
Yes, even people who can afford to buy frozen fish from fancy shops still like to have a good traditional meal of dried fish from time to time. It's part of our heritage.
What happens from there, Uncle?
The truck will deliver to the markets, where it will then be sold to the restaurants, small shops, and directly to the consumers who would want to cook the fish for dinner for their families.
Why don't we collect a lot of fish, then we freeze them?
No, we don't have to. Our fish pond is so close by, and we don't have freezers anyway. Our community only takes what we need, and sometimes extra for the market. But fish doesn't stay fresh for long, you know? So if it has to move a long distance to the market, you can dry the fish. It is as simple as that, you know? Yeah.
We also don't have fish freezers in our community, but we hope to have solar-powered freezers in the future. This will help us sell more fresh fish rather than dried.
But drying fish looks so smart and simple. Are there different ways to do it other than smoking on fire?
Well, the easiest is just to put them in the sun to dry. But this only works for small fish like carpenter. Some fish is also smoked in salt and then dried. This helps preserve the fish in the rainy season.
This is interesting. I can't wait to tell my friends at school. Maybe I can even teach my teacher something new about the fish value chain.
I'm just as tired as a fish. Imagine that long journey.
They don't get to pick their journey or their destination though.
Well, at least they have different routes they can go. Not the same all the time.
If I were a fish, I would take the longest journey because the longer the trip means I don't get eaten as quickly.
So funny, yeah? The journey is one of the most important parts of the fish value chain. You should know.
Oh yes, without it, many people wouldn't have access to the fish or opportunities to be employed in the fish industry.
Oh yes. The journey from the water to the pot is more than just getting to eat tasty fish.
This is nice.
I think we should start eating already. I don't think Malua wants to wait anymore, right?
You see, I'm glad to see you.
Ah, thank you, my brother. I'm so glad to see you too. And you know what? We thought it would be good for us to come and visit you one of these days so that we see the soft life that you live, huh? Yeah, I want to eat big fish, huh? Big fish. Nice, tasty big fish.